You're lying about that because I never kissed Stevie on the lip.
You kissed him.
When did you see me? When? I really want you to explain to me.
From broken friendships to explosive fights, Karlie Redd has had drama with almost everyone on Love and Hip Hop, and I'm not just talking about small arguments, I'm talking about serious fallouts, public embarrassment, and moments that had fans completely shocked. Over the years, we've seen friendships turn into enemies, relationships fall apart, and situations escalate in ways nobody expected. And somehow, Karlie always ends up right in the middle of it. But here's the real question. Is all of this just bad luck, or is there something deeper going on behind the scenes? Because at this point, it's not just one or two feuds, it's a pattern. From heated arguments to messy confrontations, Karlie's name keeps coming up again and again, and fans have been debating for years whether she's the victim or the one causing all the chaos. In today's video, we're breaking down Karlie Redd versus everyone, her messiest feuds, the drama that went way too far, and the moments that really changed how they see her.
Try it. Try it. Try it. With me if you want to. It's not a good day. Okay? Now.
So when it comes to unforgettable drama on reality television, few names carry as much weight as Karlie Redd. So from the moment she first appeared on screen, Karlie didn't just blend into the cast. She stood out immediately because of her bold personality, emotional reactions, and willingness to confront people head-on. While some reality stars take time to build their presence, Karlie came in strong, quickly becoming someone viewers could not ignore, whether they loved her or found her controversial. As the seasons went on, it became clear that Karlie wasn't just part of the drama. She often became the center of it. Her name constantly appeared in conversations, arguments, and conflicts, almost like she was the link connecting different storylines together. This made her incredibly important to the show's success, but it also raised questions among fans about whether she attracts drama naturally, or if her choices and actions play a role in keeping the chaos alive around her. So when Karlie first joined Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she quickly made it clear that she was not afraid to speak her mind, even if it meant stepping into uncomfortable situations. She inserted herself into conversations, shared opinions openly, and often acted as the person who carried information between different cast members. While this made her entertaining to watch, it also created tension because not everyone appreciated having their business discussed behind their backs. Over time, this behavior earned her the label of being messy, a term that followed her throughout her time on the show. What might have started as simple communication often turned into misunderstandings, and those misunderstandings quickly escalated into full-blown arguments. This pattern set the foundation for many of Karlie's future feuds, as people began to question her intentions, and whether she was genuinely trying to help or simply stirring the pot. And one of the most defining feuds in Karlie's reality TV journey was her conflict with K. Michelle.
You told my producer that he signed the wrong artist. Honey, last time I checked, people ain't throwing out record deals to 50-year-old aspiring artists without even a Wikipedia page. You 50. You need to be preparing for retirement or something, but you worried about...
And this situation showed just how intense things could get when emotions run high. Their issues were not just surface-level disagreements, they involved deep trust issues, accusations, and repeated confrontations that made it clear their relationship was beyond repair. Every time they interacted, there was tension in the air, and viewers could feel that something explosive was about to happen. What made this feud even more dramatic was Karlie's decision to release a diss track aimed at K. Michelle, taking their conflict beyond reality TV and into the music world. This move shocked many fans because it showed that Karlie was willing to escalate situations in a very public way, proving that when she's involved in conflict, she doesn't hold back. It also solidified her reputation as someone who is not afraid of confrontation, no matter how far it goes.
Try it. Try it. Try it. With me if you want to. It's not a good day. Okay? Now back to that one.
shaking the table. Don't shake unless you're ready to get shook.
And Karlie's clashes with Joseline Hernandez added another layer of intensity to her journey on the show, as both women are known for having strong personalities and quick tempers. Whenever they were in the same space, it often led to heated arguments filled with shouting, emotional reactions, and dramatic confrontations that became unforgettable moments for viewers. Their interactions highlighted how difficult it can be for two outspoken individuals to find common ground, especially in an environment where tensions are already high.
Let me tell you this. If you don't want this information on the blogs, this information right here, this information right here, this information right here that I got, if you keep on with your guy,
I have nothing to hide.
Instead of resolving their differences calmly, their disagreements often escalated quickly, turning into scenes that fans would talk about long after the episodes aired. These moments helped shape the early identity of the show and reinforced Karlie's role as a central figure in the drama.
You're lying about that because I never kissed Stevie on the lip.
You kissed him.
When I really want you to explain to me when on the lip.
Kissed him.
Where?
Were you drunk?
Baby, I don't get drunk.
Okay.
Karlie's relationship with Spice is another example of how quickly things can shift from positive to negative. At first, there seemed to be mutual respect and understanding between them, but over time, small issues began to build up, creating tension that eventually led to emotional confrontations. Their disagreements were not just about one specific issue, but rather a series of misunderstandings and trust concerns that slowly weakened their bond. This situation highlighted how fragile relationships can be in a reality TV environment, where outside opinions, pressure, and constant exposure can turn even minor problems into major conflicts.
I didn't know you hated me that much.
When I was fighting for you, you never used to say, oh, I never know you hate me that much.
If you were in trouble, I would give you my left kidney. Anything for you.
Karlie, stop. Don't do that fake
and
thing.
You don't.
And Karlie's interactions with Tommie Lee added even more complexity to her story, as their conflicts often involved overlapping relationships and questions of loyalty. In a show where personal lives are constantly exposed, even small disagreements can quickly turn into major issues, and Karlie often finds herself in the middle of these situations. These conflicts reinforce the idea that Karlie's environment is constantly filled with tension, and her involvement in multiple storylines makes it difficult for her to avoid drama. Whether intentional or not, her presence often leads to situations becoming more intense, adding to her reputation as someone who is always surrounded by chaos.
Haley,
What's poppin'?
what's popping right now is the receipt I found with your name on it in Scrap's car.
Damn, I know I have receipts. I own a lot of receipts, so.
And it had your name on it, meaning that you paid for a hotel room. What the is the deal? You're a 40-year-old idiot.
Honey, baby.
And Karlie's fallout with Sierra Gates showed that even her closest relationships are not immune to Karlie's conflict. name keeps coming and in up many again ways, and again, these situations and can fans be have been even more debating intense for than her years whether whether she's she's the people she victim doesn't get or the along one with, causing all the chaos. The two were once supportive of each other, we're breaking but down things Karlie began to Redd fall versus apart everyone. when expectations were not met, Feuds, leading the to drama that went way disappointment and too hurt far, feelings. and the moment to messy what started as confrontations, emotional frustration Karlie's name quickly keeps coming up escalated again into a and major again, and confrontation, fans have been debating proving for how years quickly whether things she's can the change victim when or trust the is one broken. causing all the Their chaos. situation showed In that with today's Karlie, video, emotions we're breaking often down take Karlie over, Redd and once versus tension everyone. builds, her it can be Messiest difficult Feuds, to repair the the drama that relationship. went way too far. This pattern And of the moment friendships messy turning into confrontations feuds became a recurring Karlie's name theme in her keeps coming story. up again and
Get it on the stand.
Okay.
It got to continue.
Yeah, but
I'm always going to have your back.
All right, well, I would appreciate that. I would appreciate if I feel it a little bit more because right now I don't feel it.
So a major factor behind Karlie's ongoing drama is her complicated love life, which has involved high-profile relationships with people like Young Jock, Benzino, and Lamar Odom. These relationships often overlap with friendships and group dynamics, creating tension that spreads beyond just the individuals involved. Because these situations play out publicly, they don't just remain personal, they become part of the show's larger narrative. This creates a cycle where her romantic life continues to fuel drama, making it one of the biggest reasons she remains at the center of attention. And one of the most interesting things about Karlie Redd is how divided fans are when it comes to her personality and actions. Some viewers believe she is simply honest and unafraid to speak her truth even when it causes conflict, and they appreciate her for keeping the show entertaining and unpredictable. Others, however, feel that she creates unnecessary drama and inserts herself into situations that don't involve her, which leads to many of her conflicts. This split in opinion keeps her relevant as people continue to debate whether she is misunderstood or responsible for the chaos around her. There is an ongoing debate about whether Karlie is often targeted by others or if she brings the drama onto herself. Some fans believe that her emotional nature makes her an easy target, as others may provoke her knowing she will react strongly. On the other hand, critics argue that her actions, including sharing information and involving herself in conflicts, are the main reason she's in these situations.